As we're sitting down for a bit of breathing, we want to start cooling down for our practice. So close your eyes. And direct your breath from your left nostril into your right nostril. Inhale left, exhale right. You don't need to use your hands, just directing your Chandra breath. Inhaling left, exhaling right. And today we come to the fifth layer of our bodies, the Ananda Maya Kosha. And this is the layer of bliss, the bliss body. Bliss body that is not dependent upon our physical body, our energetic body, our mind body, our intuition body. It is what is beyond all of this. It's very close to your Atman, your soul. And when we experience this bliss body, we can realize that the state of contentment and happiness that we might achieve through yoga and meditation practice belongs to us and is there, even if we are not aware of it. And it's permanent. It doesn't depend on age, state of mind, achievement. It doesn't depend on anything. So when we come to this point of Ananda Maya Kosha, we can flourish into our true self. We're going to see if we can peel off the layers and have a blissful end of the class. Put an intention for your practice today. Bring your hands to your heart, open your eyes and bow your heads. Namaste. Good. And very gently we're going to start standing. So bring yourselves up into standing. Can you all hear me okay? Give me your thumbs, yes? I have a fan here, but I don't want that to obstruct the sound. Good. So we are standing with our feet hip distance apart. And expand your fingers, feel the space between your fingers. Bring your shoulders back and down, and your knees are soft. So make sure that your knees are soft. And we're going to rub the left hand around our wrists. Just wrap the hand around, and let the right hand come around for one. Just feel the position of your upper body, and you can turn it a little bit. Just with the hand on the ribs, you can feel it a bit more. If you want, you can also pull the skin on your ribs down to give more of a stretch. And change direction. Inhale, bring it around and forwards for one. And for two. And three. Good. Keep the hand where it is on the ribs and just bring the arm over and open your hand. So I'm turning my hand upwards and then down. Just feel that movement. That's it. And bring the arm overhead. And let the forearm rest into your head. And move your head side to side. So if the hand is relaxed over the head, you will feel a little bit of a stretch on the shoulder as well. And release. Shake both arms. Close your eyes for a moment and just feel the difference between your right shoulder and your left. Good. And we're going to do the other side. Wrap your hand around your wrists. Expand your fingers and make a big circle with your left arm. Keeping your knees soft so that you're not locking in there. Feel the expansion. You can pull the skin on your ribs down so that you can find more space on your armpits. One more. Inhaling and exhaling. And now change the direction. Bring it forwards. So today we're going to be using our arms. So we want to warm them up nicely. I know it's warm. And bring your arm parallel to the floor and turn your head up and down. Feeling the inside of the arm. So you turn it all the way, the whole reach of the arm. And inhale, bring the arm up and rest the forearm onto your head. So it's the forearm, not the elbow, it's just the middle of the forearm. And then turn your head side to side. And you might feel the stretch underneath your armpit. And bring yourselves back to sense of release. Release both arms. Bend your knees. And we're going to do a ha sound as we bring the arms forward. So inhale. Ha, 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 ha. And change direction. Ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Last one. Ha, ha. And relax. Release. Shake your head. Shake your legs. Good. Now we're going to go into the ground just to stretch a little bit more on the child's pose as well. Come onto your knees and have your toes on the floor. And now this favorite of everybody. And inhale, bring your arms up, grab hold of your elbows, open your chest, and looking up. Breathe, expand your chest. And let go of your elbows. Cross your right elbow over the left. Release the toes and come down onto the floor. It's a type of child pose with a hug. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, tuck your toes under, bring your arms up, and see if you can bring the other arm on top. If you can't remember, it doesn't matter, it's almost the same. Inhale, expand, open up. And exhale, left arm comes over the right, release the toes, and release down towards the ground. Breathe deeply. Inhale, lift your head, bring yourselves up into all fours, and we're going to stretch the hands. So to start with, bring your fingertips out to the side. So your hands are facing upwards. And we're going to make circles with the body, just feeling the different points of the hand connecting with the ground. And change direction. This might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but we're strengthening the hands. Good. Now, turn the hands inwards. We're going to do our Beyonce Asana. So fingertips towards each other. And we're going to bring the chest down and around like Beyonce. And change direction. Good. And bring it back to center. Come to resting onto your shins and bring the tops of the wrists onto the floor. And we're going to make little butt shapes with the hands and then open. So the hands are on the floor and you're going like this and then open. The wrists are on the floor. That's it, that's it. You can bend the elbows. You don't put any pressure, you're just stretching. So you make like little flower buds and then release. And flower buds and then release. And relax. Shake your wrists. We have one more stretch to do. And this is bringing the fingers towards the knees. Please go very gently on this one. I have my toes tucked under and my fingertips on the floor, and I start stretching my fingers and trying to come forwards onto the heels of the hands. So obviously this is a complete external rotation and it can be quite tough for the wrists. So don't put your weight into it. And release. Bring the hands underneath your thighs and release your forehead onto the floor. And imagine that your wrists are back into the womb, just getting nourished by the whole exercise and by your own body. And you can rock a little bit side to side. This will massage your calf muscles and your hamstrings, and it will give a comforting relaxation to the wrists. And now coming back to center, relax your shoulders, let your shoulders go down towards the floor. One more breath. And release. Bring your head up, tuck your toes under, and let your hands walk forwards. You're in a squat position, and you're trying to stretch the shoulders. So walking your fingertips forwards, your head comes down. Just imagine that you could hold from something that will really give nice stretch to the shoulders and to the neck. Now, open your knees apart. We're going to continue reaching, but this time your chest will come between your legs and you will get a stretch on your inner thighs as well. Your toes are apart and your heels are together. Yes, that's it. Very good. Breathe into your lower back. Breathe in deeply. Good. And bring your hands back towards you. Turn the feet to look forwards, so the heels are parallel to each other, the knees are forwards. And we're going to inhale and come up into standing, and exhale, come back into a squat. We're going to do this 3 times only. Remember that to help your whole body and your knees, you need to contract your pelvic floor and keep the abdominal muscles engaged. So bring your hands towards your heart. Inhale, coming up. You're onto the ball of the feet. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up. I know the balance is challenged in here. Exhale, coming down. One more. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, release the heels onto the floor. Release the legs. Very good for those of you that went all the way down. A cat-cow in chair pose. Come onto your chair pose. Hands onto your knees, the arms are straight. And tuck and tilt. Tuck and tilt. One more, tuck and tilt your hips. And let your upper body come all the way down towards the floor. Shake your head, nod your head. Your knees are soft. Rolling up into standing, vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, open your chest, arms back and up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. You all know this one. Come to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, hands onto your shins and flatten your back. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet. Step or jump back into plank. Your feet are a little bit apart. Bring your knees onto the floor. Come over your wrists. Chest and chin goes down. Slide forwards. Cobra. Exhale, down dog. You can walk your dog if you want to release your heels towards the floor, releasing any tension on your calf muscles. Inhale, look towards your hands, lift your heels, bend your knees, and step or jump towards your hands. Flat back, exhale, fall forwards. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. Two more of those. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fall forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet. Step or jump back into plank. Knees onto the floor, chest and chin goes down. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look towards your hands and step or jump. Flat back. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump. And Chaturanga. Up dog or Cobra. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Inhale and exhale, feeling your index finger, middle finger and thumb on the floor. Inhale and exhale, lift your toes and spread your toes on the floor whilst you bring your heels down. Inhale, and as you exhale, your belly's in, your pelvic floor is in and up like a whippet dog. Inhale. Exhale, your head is between your arms. You're not flaring your ribs, you're keeping your ribs in. Inhale, and as you exhale, your back is straight, your tailbone is towards the sky. Now inhale, look towards your hands, lift your heels, bend your knees. Step or jump, flat back. Exhale, fall forwards. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, release. Good. Shake your arms, shake your legs. So we're going to do a flow with quite a lot of breathing. And we're going to start just bringing the arms up and melting everything, coming into our lion's breath. So we're going to go, okay? Don't worry, I can't see anybody's faces. This is so unfair. You can see my lion's face, but never mind. That's it. Thank you, Andy. So we're going to do this between 3 and 5 times, whatever you feel like doing. Okay? So see what your breath is like. Inhale. Now inhale. And chair pose. Shake your head. Feel fully in chair pose. Your feet can be together or hip distance apart. Belly's in, pelvic floor is in and up. One more breath in here. And exhale, fold forwards. Letting your whole body come down into a forward fold. Your knees can be soft or straight. Fingertips by the sides of your feet. Let your head be heavy towards the floor. Inhale, lift your chest. And bring your hands onto the floor as you jump back into plank. Come over your wrists. Hold it there. Hold it there. And we're going to come halfway into Chaturanga. Elbows by the sides of the ribs. Hold. Now inhale, slide forwards into up dog. Roll your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your right leg up. And bring your right knee between, bring your right foot between your hands. And release the left knee onto the floor. Now your fingertips are on the floor and you open your chest. Your toes are tucked under on your back leg. Inhale, bring your arms up, grab hold of your elbows and open up. Opening the chest, opening the armpits. Breathe deeply, trying to bring your hips forwards. Inhale here, exhale, release. So your right leg is forwards. Your left leg will come to meet the right. So you're having the knee next to the foot. That's it, good. And we are sitting on the heel. So if I show you this way around, I'm sitting, I'm having my heel onto the middle of my back. The back will be straight, and we're going to open the arm to the side. Chin mudra, index finger and thumb together. So the elbow is just hanging over the knee. Place the other hand onto your throat, and we're going to inhale and exhale with a ha. Ha. Inhale. Ha. Nobody can hear you, especially me. Inhale. Ha. Now inhale, bring your arm up. Exhale. Ha. And release both arms. Let your head be heavy towards the floor. We are opening the lower back and stretching the hips a little bit. Inhale, lift your head. So your right foot is on the floor, your left shin is on the ground. We're going to rise up and come into tree. Okay, so come up into tree. Whichever way you can do it. That's it. Whee! Don't give up on your balance. Open your hips, relax onto the floor. Good, I'm going to go back to my position. Now from tree, we're going to bend the standing leg and bring the left knee behind the right, bringing the chest forwards. And breathe deeply, your legs are sticking together. Keep the hands onto your chest as you expand the back leg and straighten the standing leg. The right leg straight, left leg is straight. Now bend the standing leg. Bring the foot onto the floor. We are in high lunge. Good. Let that have a bit of bounce. Bring your arms around, and we're going to ha, 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 and change direction. Ha, 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 ha. And release your hands into the floor. Bring the leg back into plank. Breathe deeply. Come over your wrists. Stay there. The tiptoes are on the floor. Bend your elbows by the sides of the ribs and breathe. Chaturanga. Inhale, roll your toes. Up, double Cobra, shoulders back and down. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. And we're going to take 5 breaths here. Expanding your toes on the floor. Index finger, middle finger, and thumb are open. And inhale, bring your left leg up. Look towards your hands and bring the left foot between your hands. Take your time to open your chest and lower your hip. And then release the right knee onto the floor and the toes are on the ground. And we're going to keep the hip coming forwards as we bring the arms up and hold onto the elbows. Inhale, and then as you exhale, melt forwards. Opening your collarbones, looking up towards the sky, opening your heart. Breathe. And release your hands by the sides of the foot. Bring the back leg towards the front and we sit on the heel. Left hand, chin mudra. Right hand onto the chest. And we're pulling the skin on the throat down a little bit. This will rejuvenate your skin on the chest and on the neck as well. 5 breaths here. Inhale. No, sorry, 3 breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Sigh it out. Inhale. Now we are going to inhale and then we're going to sigh it out and come into folding down. Inhale. Exhale. Let your chest release down. Breathe deeply. Inhale, lift your chest. We're going to come into tree. So you can have your hands by the sides and you are pushing onto your foot on the floor as well as the standing leg to bring yourselves up into your tree. So come into tree, bringing your hands towards your chest and keeping that slow and gradual breathing. So we're letting go of the heat, we're letting go of pitta, it's fire in our system, trying to cool down with the breath and with these movements, focusing the mind in a calm and expansive way. You can have your peripheral vision just enlarging to give you a bit more a piece of eyes. Good. Now from your tree posture, we're going to bend the standing leg and come to bring knee behind knee. And your chest comes down, your hands are still into your prayer position. Keep your belly connected. Your pelvic floor is in and up. And from here, we're going to expand both legs, coming into your warrior 3. Breathe deeply. And bend the standing leg. Release the back knee. And we're going to do the ha sound breath with the arms around. Please make sure that your legs are not in one line. So when I'm standing like this, one leg is train tracking with regards to the other one. So I'm not standing like this, I'm standing with some space in between. Come on, Alison, bend the front knee. And we're going to feel the buoyancy. We're going to use that bounce. Inhale. Ha, 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 ha. Change direction. Ha, 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 ha. And release your hands towards the floor. Bring the leg back into plank, into down dog. 5 breaths here. Inhale, look towards your hands. Bring your chest towards your hands. Come over your wrists. Feel the tension on the arms. Keep your belly engaged. And bend your elbows by the side of the body for Chaturanga. Inhale, slide forwards, up dog or Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, look towards your hands, lift your heels, bend your knees, and step or jump. Flat back, exhale, fall forwards. Inhale, Utkatasana, coming all the way up. And exhale. Release. Shake your arms, shake your legs. Good. So we're going to come into another flow. A little bit stronger on the arms. So if you need to have a sip of water, have it now. I will show you a little bit what this is going to be like so that you don't need to be twisting around to see the camera. If you want to come onto a squat or onto the floor to see better, you can have, a couple of minutes. We will obviously be doing it a lot slower than what I will demonstrate. We're going to come into normal beginning of the sun salutation. Then from here, we're going to bring the leg up. And we're going to come into plank, bringing the knee towards the upper arm, lower arm, upper arm, lower arm, upper arm, lower arm. Then coming all the way up. Foot between the legs, open the chest and lower the hip. And then we're going to turn around into a forward fold. From here, we're going to stretch like in a wide-legged downward facing dog, like this, yeah? And from there, we're going to come to the front leg, hold with both hands, and bend the back leg, so that we are stretching the arms and the legs. We're stretching and stretching and stretching. Then we're going to extend, we're going to bring the back foot next to the front one and coming to twist, which you know. Okay? Come on, let's do it. Yeah! It's a little bit of work, but it's quite satisfying. So just stick with it. I know you can do it. So that your feet are either hip distance or together. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet. Double jump back into plank. Come over your wrists. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, bring your right leg up. And stay there for a moment, just pushing your chest towards your thighs. And your hands are firmly on the floor. Breathe, reach the leg up, point the toes. Now look towards your hands and bend the knee, come into plank and bring your knee to your upper arm and then lower arm. Push into your hands, upper arm, lower arm, using your abs, upper arm, lower arm, push back, three-legged dog. And now look towards your hands and bring your foot between your hands. Coming into a low lunge. Yes, lovely. Breathing here. Walk your hands between your legs. Come into a wide-legged downward facing dog. So both legs are straight. Your arms are stretching forwards. And your hips are going back. So you get a nice stretch on your shoulders, on your arms, and your neck. One more breath. Now walk both hands towards your right foot. If your legs are too wide, you can heel toe towards each other. Now imagine that you're a sail on a boat and you're going to inhale and exhale with the wind coming from the front. Bend the knee and stretch towards the left. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee and stretch. Inhale. Exhale, you're stretching, you're holding onto the extended leg and bending the back leg, yes? Good, now inhale, and as you exhale, bring your hands back in the middle and bring the back foot towards the front foot towards the back. I'm not facing you, so I'm turning around. So you have your right foot next to your left. Bring your hands towards your heart. Inhale, and bring your right elbow towards your left knee. Looking over the shoulder. Breathe deeply. And coming back to center, we're going to turn to the other side. And back to center. Inhale, bring your arms up. Come onto the balls of your feet. And come into a diving posture. Bringing your hands to the side. Arms back. Release your fingertips onto the floor. Release your heels. Swivel onto your feet. And walk yourselves back into a downward facing dog. And here we'll start the whole sequence again. Keep your belly in. Inhale, left leg up. Stretch the leg, point to the toes. Heel goes towards the floor. Breathe deeply. And look towards your hands. Bring the left knee to the upper arm, lower arm. Push your hands on the floor, upper arm, lower arm. One more. Upper arm, lower arm. Bring the leg back up. And look towards your hands. Bring the foot between your hands. And feel that buoyancy. Open the chest, push your back heel away in your low lunge. Good. Now walk your hands between your legs and wide-legged downward facing dog. Shake your head, nod your head. Breathe deeply. And we're going to walk both hands towards the left ankle, and we're going to bend the right knee. The right knee is at the back, the left leg is at the front. If your legs are too wide apart, you can bring them together a little bit. Inhale, imagine that there is this wind coming in, and you're a sail, and you stretch towards your knee. Inhale, exhale, expand. Inhale, exhale, bend the back knee and expand. Good. Bring your hands in the middle and bring your legs together. Inhale, hands towards your chest in your Utkatasana. And twist to one side, looking over your shoulder. Hands back to center, twist to the other side. Back to center, inhale, come all the way up, come in onto the balls of your feet. And balancing on the balls of your feet, dive down towards the floor, bringing the hands behind, like if you were just going to dive into chilled swimming pool. Delicious. And release your hands onto the floor, swivel your feet towards the front of the mat. Walk your hands into downward facing dog. Come into plank, chest over your wrists, Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Look towards your hands, lift your heels, bend your knees, table jump, flat back, exhale, fall forwards. Inhale, come all the way up, and exhale. Release. Good. Shake your arms, shake your legs. This class is going far too fast. So we're going to come into the last bit of upper body strength that we're going to use today. Coming to all fours. I won't make you do a vinyasa, just coming to all fours. And we're going to do a couple of cat-cows. So push your tailbone towards the floor, your chest in, and your whole spine towards the ceiling. And then release and expand. Good. So you know this movement. Now you also know the movement inside your shoulders. So let your chest sink between your shoulders with your elbows still straight. And then push your hands and let it sink and push. And now come back to the middle. So we're going to be on all fours and we're going to lift and sink our ribs. We're going to bring the hand across as we did in warm-up. And we're going to feel the push on the hand and those ribs and everything, and then releasing down and pushing up. You will feel the muscles on the sides of the body and releasing down. Do two more with me. Push, feel those muscles activating, the shoulders activating, and release. One more. And release. Now, release your left hand on the floor, and we're going to come into plank. Push your right hand, feel that contraction as you were doing before. See if you can bring your left arm up. You have all of your weight onto your right hand. And maybe you can bring your right leg up as well. And release leg and arm. Come into a child's pose, have a little rest. These are the types of things that you do to build up a real shoulder strength. We might think that we have strong arms, and then one day we'll get an injury and we'll realize that there are certain areas of the shoulders that we don't work that much. Good. Coming back to center. We're going to do it all on the other side. So you're bringing your hand across. I wonder if I show you a little bit closer. So I'm dipping in and then arching up and contracting the whole of the side of the body. Pushing in and feeling that strength on the shoulder. Yeah, that's it, guys. Very good. Well done. Now that you feel that activity, that strength, bring your right hand onto the floor and bring your legs back into plank. Check that you're not in half down dog, you're fully in plank. Breathe. Now see if you can bring your right arm up. Maybe your left leg up as well. Breathe deeply. If you can't bring your leg up, don't worry about it. Release and release. And child's pose. Ooh. So I know I made you sweat on a hot August day. But the tiredness of this body is what's gonna give us the bliss, the Ananda Maya Kosha, the bliss body. Good. And then we're going to release the shoulders. Come to sitting onto your shins. We're going to do a twist. Then we're going to do Shavasana, and then we're going to do a little meditation at the end. So you have done with me many times this twist of the upper body. This time, we're going to bring the leg to the side, and we're going to thread the hand through. And maybe you bring the arm up, maybe you bring the hand to the side. This is a lot more balance than if you are doing it from all fours into these. So I want you to be balanced and stable. I don't want you to feel unstable. After you are bringing your chest back, so come back into all fours. I will talk you through it. So when you have your leg at the back, your hand will come underneath your armpit. If you are coming with your hip back, it's a different exercise and you will not be stretching your arms. So you want to have your arm just underneath, and the other arm comes up and then releases behind. And the head is able to move. That's it, that looks better. Good. Find that, and the dog comes in front of your face. And the cat, oh dear. Good, one more breath. And bring yourselves up. So release the hand, come back to center. Bring the leg back to center. And change sides. So bring the other leg out. And bring the hand towards the extended leg. The other arm comes up. And then release the hand behind. You're just trying to give those shoulders a nice stretch after all the effort we were doing. And inhale, bring the arm up. Bring the hands towards the floor. Good. So today we're not going to have time to do a headstand or a shoulder stand. We've been doing a lot of upper body strength, and now is your time to find that bliss. So lie onto the floor for your Shavasana. I might go a little bit over the hour. If you do need to leave, feel free to leave. Just lie onto the ground. Your lovely evening dress, and release your legs towards the floor. Your arms are relaxed by the sides of the body. Just feel the bliss of resting after an effortful class. Inhaling and exhaling. And letting the whole body be welcomed by the ground, welcome by Mother Earth. And send your breath to any areas of your body where you might feel that you need a bit of healing. With your arms and your shoulders. Today's practice was very much connected with our throat chakra and our heart chakra. So we have worked with our breath, releasing tension, sounding out the breath, liberating, and calming our nervous system. We have worked with our strength, converting our body into the best version of itself. We have worked with our flexibility, throughout this practice, we worked with our intellect, understanding what was being asked of us, interpreting it and performing it. And we might have had some judgments of like and dislike what we were doing, but we can let go of that. Let go of that, all of that. And find this bliss. The bliss that is within. The bliss that belongs to you. The next few moments, go within. And if any thoughts come into your mind, let them pass like clouds in the sky. Inhale deeply, bringing the attention back into your bodies. And exhale fully. Inhale, wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Roll your head side to side. Bring your head back to center. Bring your legs together and stretch your arms over your head. Full body stretch. And relax. Bring your knees towards your chest. Again. Rock side to side, releasing any tension in the lower back. Bring both knees to your right hand side. Push yourselves up into a cross-legged seated position. Keep your eyes closed, back straight, neck long, shoulders relaxed. And we're going to finish chanting Om 3 times, followed by Shanti, 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 Om please. Inhale to begin, inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together. Rub your palms. Make the movement a little faster, generating prana between your hands. Now place your palms over your face. Inhale deeply. Open your eyes to the darkness of your hands. Slide your hands to your chest. Bow your head. Namaste. Give yourselves a little clap. Well done.
Thank you, Jenny. That was lovely. Really.